Hello everybody and welcome to my Minecraft weekly snapshot. And yes, today it's a day early because Mojang want to clear up some of the bugs ready for 1.4, which is due next week, and they want to get the pre-release out. So I'm going to take you through some of the main changes this week. So let's get right into it. And whoops, ignore that. I'll probably talk about that in another episode of something, but that is to do with my Minecraft map, so ignore that for now. Okay, so the biggest change we'll get onto in a moment, but the first thing I want to show you is now, before this snapshot, bats always used to activate pressure plates and all of that stuff, pressure plates and trample farmland. This is no longer the case. They no longer do that anymore, which is really handy, especially for those of us who have traps and things that we use in our maps. Really handy. There's not a whole lot more to say about that. The Anvil has been changed quite substantially, actually. Now, rather than needing another tool to repair it, you can actually use that item, other than the stick of course, to repair it. So for example, this wooden pickaxe, which is half done, with the oak wood plank, will give me a partially repaired wooden pickaxe. Now, I wouldn't craft one of these just to repair wooden pickaxes. And talking of crafting, its recipe has actually changed, by the way. This is the recipe. You now need 3 iron blocks, and then you need the 5 ingots underneath. So what's that? 9, 18, 27, 30. So you need 31 iron ingots to craft one of these dudes. And essentially, I think these are more useful for adventure maps. But you can repair it with items. Now, this really good diamond pickaxe, for example, if I pop that in there, I can get a nearly repaired one by adding in another diamond, and it will give me, for 30 levels, this. Now, I don't think I can name it as well. Oh, I can actually. Why don't we just name it? Let's just call it Diamondo. Something like that. I'm not too good with names. So yeah, you get this, and also the text has now been italicized. And it costs 37 levels, and you get that. So, you know, it's quite handy. The enchantment level points, well, the experience points have actually been decreased with this upgrade. In this latest snapshot, the enchantment points have been substantially decreased. So that's just another little change in terms of anvils. They've just been tweaked. But crafting new ones generally is cheaper than using that, unless you've got it in adventure map at the very start when you need to like look after wooden and stone tools. But other than that, it's good for enchantments as well. But other than that, that's about it. So the language files have been updated, and now we're going to go on to the main features. I'm sorry I didn't really talk about the updated languages. There's nothing really to say. We can now lock repeaters. So for example, I turn this on, the repeater comes on. A good example would be to use a piston here. Let's just get a piston. So it's just going to do that, and when I turn it off, it's going to do that. We can now lock them, so if I turn this one on, it cuts the current, and you get like a little piece of bedrock there. And if I turn this on, it blocks the signal. When it's powered from the side, it turns it off. Now if I turn this off again, I can do that. Now, I don't fully understand this concept, but I think it might be useful for those who want to turn off their mechanisms, I suppose. By using an extra lever, it could be quite useful, but as I say, I'm not too big on Redstone yet. So, I am learning, but I don't fully understand that. And of course, as always, there's been a number of bug fixes, and also an interesting change for server users. Server IPs can now be hidden. So, you can hide these now individually, and that is just about it for this snapshot. Look at all the bats sticking to that block up there. Yeah, so that is just about all the changes. I'm expecting the 1.4 pre-release in the next few days, and then the 1.4 update, which is scheduled for October 24th, which is actually a week from today. Just 7 days away. So from there, we'll be with 1.4. So, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I hope you found it useful. If you did, a like or a subscribe is always appreciated. And I hope to see you next time, though I don't think there's going to be any more snapshots. I think that's it for 1.4. I doubt there's going to be any more. So, I will see you probably in the 1.4 update as all of Minecraft 1.4, and we'll take it from there. And then the 1.5 snapshots begin. And I think it might be a while before 1.5. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think it could be a while. We've got a lot of nice new stuff to play with in 1.4. So until next time, guys, see you later and have a good day.